Let's see if it comes back. All right. Let's see. Excellent connection. Yeah, there might not be anybody there.
So you got Bud Light?
Back there.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great. No Bud Light, just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Light and refreshing. It says light and
Nice.
refreshing.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new?
Bud Light. Seltzer. Bud Light. Seltzer. Bud Light.
Oh, season 1 was much better than season 2.
Guys, we're incredibly rich. Let's get both.
I'll get both.
We're just waiting for some people to come back.
You got any pretzels?
That's a good one. Hold on. There's something to intermission while waiting for people.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly!
But,
I know, we got
that?
Margo. We got a couple of people in here now. Let's see, we got you and me.
Really been into lately. So bad. Dilly dilly. Right?
please follow Sir Brad. He's going to give you a private tour of the pit of misery.
I'm sorry, what? Pit of misery, dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. There we go. Some people are coming back. Yeah, Bud Light's gross. That's awesome. I used to drink Bud Light. I also used to drink Pabst Blue Ribbon, PBR, and Schlitz and Schmitz. My father drank all that stuff. So I grew up drinking Schlitz and Schmitz. There we go. I think we got a couple people coming back. They probably haven't figured out what the hell I'm doing. Although it looks a little bit... I'm getting an excellent connection. It says excellent connection. Usually it gives me a little bit more info on it. But I'm not seeing that. You know, I did change a lot of things, so I don't know if it's me or if it... I mean, it says excellent connection. So you can see here. Let's see. So, we have 3 people now. It says excellent connection over here. But when I watch this, though, it does look a little bit laggy and fuzzy, which is not really what it looks like on my end. So, I'm going to change so many things on the computer that, including the router, there could be something struggling. Although, when I look here, the GPU is just hanging out doing its thing. It's using very little memory. Like no disk usage. The Ethernet's pumping away. Well, that seems a little bit slow. Let's see, 7.4, 7 megabits per second. That's about what I'm running. I'm pumping out between 5 and 65 kilobits per second. When Ethernet's running out, it's pushing out 6.2 peak. So I don't know what, other than just, you know, maybe just the internet's just not nice tonight. That's the first time it's ever really happened. I think it happened once before. I'm not really sure. It is what it is. What can you do? Let me see what else I'm up to tonight here. Let me minimize this. Let's see, Red Shed. Oh, I wanted to get to the Blade Tech thing real quick. Yeah, let me do that because I put out a video. Let me open up. I'm going to go to my video and I want to read off a few things. Let's see, from the comments in the Peanut Gallery. Hold on. Let it run for a second. We'll bring it up. Skip the ads. Yeah, okay, here it comes. All right, yeah. All right, so I just wanted to cover this real quick. So this is the video that I just put out. Actually, it's doing pretty good. 810 views in 2 days. For me, that's good. Let's see what Zippo says. Ever since, we're back to YouTube is not receiving enough. Yeah, we're back to that. This is, Zippo says, ever since Dylan Mulvaney's trans woman's face was emblazoned on the can, Anheuser-Busch has lost over $8 billion in sales for being woke. I know. And you were telling us a couple of months back about how you were online and somebody called you cisgender. No, it's back. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It is what it is. There's not much I can do about it tonight. We've been on for a little while, but I did want to play that video, and hopefully it will come through, but it might not. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the YouTube thing. Let me do a speed test, because I think it's before I do anything else. I can't see how it would be me. It could just... I mean, it could. I don't know what it would possibly be. Let's see. This is the Ookla speed test. Let's put that up and see what it does. It'll probably screw up. Yeah, it's fast right there. Let's see what it is up. It's faster than more than fast enough. 85 megabits per second. Okay, so about 4 megabits per second or so. 5. It's a little slow on the up angle. Should be higher than that. I wonder if they downgraded me. Should be a little higher than that. But even with a 4.36, that should be, for megabits per second, that should still be fine. So I don't know what the problem is. There's no... when I first logged in, it was good. Now it's just sucking. All right, I'm just going to cover this real quick. So I think this one, great safety tips. Brett said, I just dealt with this exact same situation on the exact adapter. This is where the adapter is just an absolute mess. And I'll scroll through the video real quick. Yeah, here we go. Well, that's the adapter. And that the guy smoothed it out and removed, all the detents on it, the star pattern. Now, it does happen that sometimes these blades will screw that up. I think I show it again later. I want to show it with the other one. Yeah, here we go. So that's the original star. There are some blades that don't use this. The guy had said to me, well, how is it going to turn it off? Well, a number of people had commented in here. An interesting series of comments. This guy's saying people just don't understand how damn dangerous lawnmower blades can be when they come off, etc. They're sensitive to torquing. They should be torqued. This guy was saying how he hadn't torqued it and he had a blade come off and or get damaged. This guy says your demonstration showed that the bolt would tighten when struck, not loosen. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about too. Let me come back. So just for point of reference, and I'll probably put something in the description and just pin it, a pinned comment or something. The point of the video is a safety concern. That I don't recommend removing that. I've seen people where they've mashed the blade on. They've gone and air ratcheted or zip banger gun a blade on and just beat up all these detents and locks and whatever the mechanism is, and they've destroyed it. Sometimes they hit something and it messes it up. Whatever it is, I've seen it where they've tried to really just jam a blade on. The blade's all over the place. That's bad. That's not paying attention. If it's damaged, it's no good. There's a reason for why that star pattern or whatever pattern is used to lock the blade on. And as I said in the video, they're not going to do anything or give you anything for free. And they're going to do the minimum amount possible that they feel is what's necessary. And they created this system years ago, whatever system it is, to lock the blade in place. And a lot of people are like, well, your demonstration shows that it will tighten the bolt. Technically, yes, but as I mentioned in the video, is that there are other forces. There's acceleration forces, deacceleration forces. There are, harmonics, these vibrations. The blade will move, as the one fellow said, if you didn't torque it right, it would move back and forth and beat the hell out of the lock, and then it would loosen up and come flying off. And it happened to him. This is what I'm talking about. The point of the video is it's a safety video. It's not to discuss the technicality of will the bolt go and tighten as the engine's moving in this direction. Theoretically, yes, but that's only under one force. There are many different kinds of forces that are applied that are going on underneath a lawnmower blade with an engine spinning at different RPMs. You're encountering different obstructions and resistances. The blade, like I said, is moving back and forth. There's many forces, and it can tighten for a moment, and then it can loosen for a moment, and it can kind of go back and forth. There's a lot going on, and there were a number of people that just wanted to focus on whether, and because I showed it in my demonstration, it would tighten the bolt. That's not the point of the video. That's actually another video. If you wanted to do a video on will that happen or whatever, that would be a separate video, but it's kind of a silly video because the real point of the video is that if yours, don't do what this guy did, shave it clean. Don't put on a blade that doesn't match. Don't try to force a blade on when it's not fitting right. These adapters are cheap and blades are cheap, and that is the business end of everything. So I don't know how I would write up something like that. I think, just try to write it a few different ways and pick the simplest one and then pin that as my comment. Because I'm certainly not going to go through every time somebody says, what you showed would tighten the bolt. That's only focusing on one aspect, which is not the intent of the video. And people, a lot of times, what I've noticed is they get an idea in their head. So as a YouTuber, whether you're a YouTuber talking to the public or you're just a person talking to another person, what often happens is that, for example, in my case, for example, I will be talking to somebody and I will say something and it will trigger a thought in another individual's head. And I've seen this a lot. And then in that individual's head, all they hear is whatever they have in their head. It's not even what you said. It's just what's in their head. And it will lock in and they hear nothing else of what you're saying. And at that point, they stop listening to you. And if you're talking to them, it's a waste of time because and now they have this need to be right about something that's in their head that has really no, in this case, it's not important. It's not important. It's not because you can't, because these blades come off and they loosen up. So if it was always tightening it, explain that, which is what I tried to just ease into without getting too technical and not saying a lot of big words and not focusing on that because it's not the intent. So there I said it. Okay. And I don't want to believe the point. Let's see. TJ's back. Yeah, so it says excellent connection again. Next time it does that, I want to show you guys because you can see the big yellow bar. But it should be okay now, as good as it's going to be tonight. So I just wanted to cover that real quick. And I got to find, because I'm still a new YouTuber. I'm only 4 years. Not like Zippo's been on this forever. But Zippo was like born on it, Zippo, like you're like one of the OGs. You're my age, but you're like the OG, on the old webinars here, which is kind of cool. So I've been learning a lot. I'm getting there. I'm getting a little bit better with it. I'm starting to figure this thing out. That's why I bought all these hard drives and everything, because doing stuff in 1080p and 4K, and I take all this footage and then I run B footage and B-roll and all this other stuff I like to do. It was just getting out of hand. I was starting to corrupt videos. I was losing them. I didn't know where to put them. I couldn't categorize them properly. So I needed everything in one good location, and I wanted it internal to the computer because I have so much room in there, and it's much faster. See, Brett's here. Hello from Columbus, Uncle Arch. Dilly dilly. Yeah, it's my second go around tonight because the internet is just totally messed up. So I wanted to take a look at the shed real quick. So while I have a good internet connection, why don't I play that? Because it's a short video that I put together, just having a good time trying to straighten up and inspire people to go out there and pick a cheap project. This project cost me like no money. It was just time and organizational skills. And as I mentioned, after the hospital and all of that, I was just blown out. Oh, it just popped up again. Let me show you. Yeah, wait. This is what it says. See? Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. And it just said that the connection was excellent. So it's just going to keep doing this. I'm coming back. Let's see if it goes off. It might. Let me set up with that other little quick video. And it's just going to do what it's going to do. Hold on. All right, here we go. Hopefully it runs all right. Doesn't seem like it's... Ed and I are at the school reunion. Nice. Oh, Rob's here. Hey, Rob. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta find it. Gotta find out where it went. Boy, everything's all messed up tonight. It's like one of those nights. Yeah, bye. I have to set it up properly. Hold on. Nothing is set up properly at all. It was just a disaster. That should do it. I did have everything set up, but this whole internet thing is just making me nuts. The cord on this old machine, this old skill saw is shot, fellas. Shot. And I threw out a vacuum the other day, and I should have taken a nice cord. I think somebody did. I don't know why I didn't do that. Usually I do that. I mean, I do have a bunch laying around. We're going to have to find stuff to put it on there. Got some inventory now to work with, so we got like a nice, I don't know, 4 by something sheet here. We got this one is going to be, I think it's going to be what we need. It's a little soft here, but it depends upon what we're doing with it. We got this one, and then I have more. So if we really need something solid, we got something here. I got some 4 bys and 5 bys there, and I also put away in the garage some stuff, but I really want to kind of keep that for the garage. So let's go in the shed. We go in the shed and remove the shelf that's in there, that's in the way. And then there's some strapping and stuff over here, so I got to go through this. We want to use up whatever garbage. Like this one just kind of freaked out on us. But we'll use up whatever garbage is here. And well, I'll show you. I'm going to do everything in garbage. But it won't be garbage when we're done. Well, some of that is beat. Right? Bang it on the ground, and if it breaks, no, it's beat. But just finding scraps. We don't need anything fancy here. Just blammo these in. So it'll be about 7 to 8 feet, which is why this is like a 10 by 12, I think, with a porch. I made the porch with the overhang. With the buttress gable. Whatever they call it. Flying gable, I forget. There's our kneeling. I'm going to have to pre-drill some of it. I have a whole bunch of that cedar stuff, but it's getting chewed at. So we need a ledger board, something to nail and screw into. Try not to, oh, there's a knot right there, you bastard. See, this is breaking here, but it came all the way up to there. I cut out quite a bit off the end. Over here, I was thinking I have some other kind of shelving, so we may want to do something there. Here's the 2x, it's been pressure treated. It's a little beat, but you know, it's sturdy. That'll be in the front, and it'll be about in line with this. And then these hanging straps, I actually need. Yeah, I'm going to kill it over here. There's a lot of weight on this. I'm going to kill it here. I'm going to kill the stream anyway because it's just going to keep buffering. There's nothing I can do about it. I tried restarting it. It just got better. Then it went to no data. So I'm out of here too, fellas. Have a good night. It's just going to keep buffering, so it's a fail. I'll see you guys on the next one.